Hey there everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies, the labors of Valentine. Well, that's what we did part of today. We made a bee house. Nope, I can't fly, because I don't have that on. Now I can fly. That's supposed to look like a hexagon. It's supposed to look like a bee, a cell in a beehive. It's okay. It doesn't look exactly like it, but what can you do? We have set up all our machines, and I in fact know what they do now. I closed something I shouldn't have. Hang on here. Right. I'm just going to quickly tell you what they do. If you care. If you don't care, well, probably wouldn't be watching this tour at all. Right? Okay. I have an advanced Mutatron. You can also have a regular Mutatron, which does not give you choices about what you produce. However, this one does. You put in any princess with any drone and some labware, and it will make you one of the possible mutations of that pair. So, for example, if you put, say, a forest plus a meadow, you could get a common. Or I think there's another type you could possibly get to. Anyway, you'll get one of them. I think it's guaranteed, but don't quote me on that. I haven't actually used it yet myself. I've just looked into how to use it. But it's supposed to give you one or more. The advanced Mutatron, which is what this one is, actually shows you down here what the possible mutations are, and you get to pick it. I am so glad I made an advanced one. Here, you put in things like glowstone or redstone in either single item or block form, and it creates mutagen. Think of it as radioactivity. And that feeds into here and basically is part of what you need in order to mutate these bees. So those two work together, the advanced Mutatron and the mutagen producer. The genetic sampler. This is the one we have been using the last couple of days, and it extracts a random trait from any bee that you put in here. I would recommend just using drones in here because, well, you don't have too many princesses. Or do you? We'll get back on that particular issue in a moment. Then you have the genetic imprinter. So you can put in your target bee. You take your genetic template, which you've filled with traits that you got from the genetic sampler, and voila, you get a new bee with the traits that you want on it over here. So you can do that to a princess or a drone, or a queen for that matter. Now, the genetic transposer makes copies. Think of it as your genetic photocopier. You can put in either a genetic trait, what do you call them? Genetic template. So you could have it filled with 13 genes and then make a copy of it, which is awesome. So you put the filled one in here, whether it's just a single trait or a genetic template, your empty one here with some labware, and you get a copy, which is awesome because that means you only really need to get one of each trait, and then you're done. You just copy it as many times as you need to make up as many genetic templates as you need. Cool. I love that. Now, here we have a protein liquefier. It takes any meat and produces, well, liquid protein, as you would expect. This liquid protein is going to go into this machine. You also use the DNA extractor. You can put any bees in here. Again, I'd highly recommend using excess drones and produce liquid DNA over here. And we're transferring it into this machine as well. This is our genetic replicator. This is, in my opinion, the piece de resistance of the whole setup. You have your liquid protein, you have your liquid DNA, you have power, and you have a genetic template that you've fully filled out. It needs 13 different chromosomes in order to fill it out. But once you've done that and made a copy of it, so you have it to use in the future, because I'm pretty sure this consumes this when you create it. But you would put it in there. It would use your protein and your DNA and make you an ignoble princess. Yes, it's a princess. You can now make princesses. So nice. Unfortunately, they're all ignoble, which is well, sort of an issue because they can die out. In Agrarian Skies, in a regular apiary, they cannot die out. However, they can die out in our industrial apiary. However, there is, let's see if I can find it. Ooh, I hope it's in this one. Genetic stabilizer. I believe, and I have to double check this, but I'm pretty sure the genetic stabilizer, yes it is right, I've just double checked, prevents ignoble stock from dying out. So you would just put that in your industrial apiary, and your ignoble princesses will never die. Just like their, what do they call them? Pristine. Just like the pristine bees don't die out. This is fabulous. I didn't get any chance to play with all the machines today because I was busy building this building. And having issues with power because these machines use a lot of power. A lot of power. We will be making a big reactor tomorrow because we're gonna need it. Yeah, it drained my 2 of those machines, not all of those machines, just 2 of them. The DNA, or not, what was it? The genetic sampler plus the industrial apiary drained my steam room of power. Not good. So I made a small change to it, which it won't stop it from draining the power in the future, but it will stop it from shutting it down completely, which is what it almost did. I had the redstone furnaces that are making the charcoal for our steam dynamo array. I was having it run off its own energy, and so once you drain the energy out, these were all shutting down. That's not good. So what I've done is I've separated it out. It's actually now running off of our lava array. So as long as our lava array doesn't get drained, this will always have power. Even if something like Gendustry is sucking all the power out of the steam array, the steam dynamo array. So that's good. What else did we do? The other thing that I did earlier today was I discovered why my what's the word I'm looking for? There's a doohickey over here. It has a name that I can't seem to remember. Magnum torch, there it is. We had it over there originally. I moved it here, and it wasn't working. Couldn't figure out why. Turned out part of the reason, it was working when it was closer, and it was suppressing my mob farm from working, because they have increased the radius of it. It used to be 64 horizontal and 16 vertical. It is now 128 horizontal and 64 vertical. So I had to move it out further. But once I moved it out this far, then it wasn't working at all. And the reason for that, as I eventually discovered, was that the chunk loader I have set up only covers a certain area, and this was outside that. So rather than making my chunk loader load an enormous amount of blocks just to encompass this, we added a spot loader. And lo and behold, it works. We no longer have mobs spawning in our tree farm here, because we were getting multiple mobs per night and it was getting annoying. So that's fixed. We occasionally get one over here, but they're not so annoying because, well, they're very rare. But I kept getting accosted when I was over here working on the genetic stuff, and it was annoying me a lot. So, if you would like to visit the stream tomorrow, we will be not here, in fact, because tomorrow is Tuesday. Well, you know what? I'm going to stream on Tuesday anyway. That's normally my day off, but I'm going to stream Agrarian Skies from 2 to 6 tomorrow because I want to, and because, well, mostly it's because I want to, and the things I normally do on Tuesday I've already done, so it's good. Yes, we have an extra stream tomorrow. Surprise! We will be working on the big reactor, and then hopefully playing with our new bee machines now that I know what they're all for. So I hope to see you there. I'm going to try to get this posted tonight so that people can actually see it and be here on Tuesday, if they want to be, that is. To be or not to be, that is the question. And I'll leave you with that to ponder, because that's the end of this tour. You all take care, and I'll see you later. Bye!